is where it all begins. The leap of faith, the first step to the journey towards the unknown, the challenging, the daunting. But when we're together, hand in hand, the journey becomes exciting. We're partners, you and I, together, facing your fears, pursuing your passion, breaking boundaries, building your future, overcoming challenges, celebrating every achievement. When we're together, we're unstoppable. When we're together, anything is possible. At BTN, we know the power of partnership. A good partner works with you intimately. A good partner knows what you need. A good partner always has your back. The partner for starting your dream family, building your dream home, realizing the dream. It takes courage to begin, but it takes encouragement to keep on going. So go on, dream big. We're with you every step of the way. You have a partner in BTN.
Failed multiple times to win definitely isn't something that easy to accept, but the regret and sadness aren't the choices. Don't focus on the failure, but focus on the purpose. Do your best. The real knights are those who get up and work hard. Unite the spirit, unite our heart to reach our dreams. Always remember, result never betray the process. All night, let's rise and fight for Indonesia.
CLS in black, and there's the tip controlled by Singapore momentarily that palmed away out of bounds. It'll be Singapore ball right away. Slingers get the ball, get a little bit of a break there, or will it be CLS? I think it was last touch by Herring. Let's see how they call this. Yeah, it will be Singapore ball. Alexander yo-yoing down the right side. Good ball movement by the Slingers. Wide open look. Downstairs it goes to Fields. Bumping and grinding against Esho, or Watkins turns, fires, no good. 1 and out for the Slingers. So doing the right thing, getting the ball down to their big man, Scotty.
Yeah, great look to start. They've consistently started the game that way, always getting Fields touches insides, and we like that from the Slingers' perspective because John Fields is a mammoth bull inside.
Long shot there by Herring off the mark. Check that. That was Brandon Juwato, Indonesian American. Young on that left-hand side, goes to left hand, gets clearance for that three and nails it.
You talked about it, Chuck. Jaron Young was fantastic last week up until he fouled out, and that's what they like, seeing him aggressive, shooting the ball and attacking the rim to start the game.
Juwato gives it up, or Herring gives it up. Now back outside it goes. They try to spread it out. Fields slips it off. Nice control in the air, but can't get to go. Nice play by Fields, but recovered there by Watkins. Kick back outside. Little Euro step inside. Esho, he can hit that shot from down there. He does not. 24-second violation. Good defense right away for the Slingers, Scotty.
Yeah, and you said it, that defensive matchup against Maxi Esho. Versatile big man who can play inside, outside. It's so important for the Slingers to key on him and get contests on him every time he touches the ball today.
We want to keep him below that 24.9 average. He's third in the league in scoring. Here's Delvin Go. Flashing across is Desmond O. Back outside to Alexander. Out to the left is Young. 3 on the shot clock. Step up jumper by Desmond. Oh, it's going to be off the mark. He got the look, just couldn't nail it. Quickly, Herring, Alexander. Nice little pump fake there by Herring, drawing the foul on Alexander. That'll send Doug to the line for 2.
And Douglas Herring with a really nice show and go there. Nice little one-handed pump fake, got Alexander up in the air and then created the contact to get Xavier's first foul on him.
Well, that's the sort of thing you have to do if you're only 6'3", one of the smaller guys on the court, as we said, playing in the Atlantic Coast League. Also played in the UK with Bristol, Uruguay, Canada. So he's been around, another one of these basketball nomads we talk about.
Well, you talked about Utica College, Chuck. He's the all-time leading assist there with 451 and second in points with over 1,500 points. That's a successful college career right there.
So 3-1, the score should read. Nice looking crowd here. Of course, the realization that Singapore has made the playoffs will get people off their rear ends and into the stands. Around the horn it goes. Fields looking downstairs again, flashing through again is Desmond O. Go gets thwarted as he tries to get past Esho. No good. Esho looking left and right. Now, traveling call, I believe, or is that going to be a foul? Yes, a traveling call. Good call by the officials. We can see that from over here, Scotty.
Yeah, and defensively, the Slingers have started off well again. Contesting shots, chasing them off the line. CLS likes to shoot three-pointers. Did a really good job of contesting there and making Juwato put the ball on the ground.
So the graphic is incorrect. It is actually 3-2. There we go. Thanks, fellas. Oh, nice job by Young to get himself free, but the pass was a little bit too low. So first turnover game out. That pass going down the left-hand side. Juwato switches sides. Esho, little show and go there. Loses control with it. Whoa, no call. Looked like he went up and down with it. Downstairs it goes again. Bullying his way to the basket. Nothing there, but there to clean it up is Watkins for 2.
Yeah, and there's Daryl Watkins, the basketball nomad himself. Sacramento Kings, San Antonio Spurs, Clippers. Great finish in the putback there.
Let's see if they count that. I think they will. Singapore not wasting any time. CLS Knights a little bit slow, getting back in transition. Over the top pass to Alexander. He gets it to fall, and he'll go the line for 2, and that, or for 1. Try and make it a 3-point play, and that will produce the ire of the coach Doug Rouse, or Brian Ralston. He doesn't like to see that. You've got to be alert after you score. You've got to get back, especially against Singapore on defense. A 3-point play. Singapore nudges ahead 6-4. Back from the men in black. Off to Esho. Still Esho. Working on Alexander. Tries to bull his way. Weak side help by John Fields, and he committed that turnover because of the pressure that Fields came and gave him. Nice job by John. Wide open look again. Bounce pass inside to Delvin Go. Can't get it to fall, but the follow right there is Fields.
Another great action from the Slingers going to the rim. Delvin Go misses the shot, but an easy putback for John Fields there.
Herring with the 3. So right back at you. So 8-7 game right now, and that's a second triple for the Knights so far. Alexander rotating the ball to the left. Desmond O getting the ball to Fields. Fields with Watkins on him. Inside it goes. Getting some space inside amongst the trees is Delvin Go. Nice job. Good space there. Nice read by Fields to get the ball into him. Back outside, and Herring thought about it. Gets the open shot. Nice screen thrown there by Watkins. So slithering in behind him. Wide open look. Second triple off the mark. Jaron Young getting his own rebound. Great control in the air.
When you talk about athletes in this year, there is no one better than Jaron Young. He can just get to the rim, and as soon as he gets up in the air, people cannot contest his shots.
Good job with the ball, too, while he's in the air, switching positions. Flashing through is Giolito. Trying to throw the screen, dumps it into Watkins. Watkins against Fields. Watkins turns and fires with the left hand. Good. So 12-11 now. Back and forth we go. Desmond O trying to go baseline. Whoops. Out of bounds. Last touch by who? Last touch by Singapore. Ill-advised pass there by Desmond O. He got on the baseline, but nowhere to go after that, and not enough space to feed the ball into go. So back come the Knights. Herring, still Herring. Herring, stutter step, kick back outside Esho. That's his spot. So 14-12, second triple of the evening so far for Esho, Scotty.
That's that versatility again. The ability to pick and pop and get outside as a 6'9" power forward to get outside the three-point line is very hard to stop for Maxi Esho.
Fields, bulls his way inside, and swirls it in, so that'll tie the game at 14. John Fields with 4 now. Back comes Herring and company. Giolito gives it off. Still Giolito, right hand. Now he goes to the left. Ball picked off. He tried to get it back outside. Alexander 3-on-3. Wide open look for Young. He'll take that. Wide open three. Why not? Jaron Young with a hot hand early on here. He's got
Young,
8.
3 of 3 from the field. 2 3-pointers that take to the rim. 8 points early and often here in the first quarter.
So Singapore needs those threes. They including a hard-fought 71-68 victory about 10 days ago in Surabaya under very difficult conditions. It was very humid outside. There was rain, no aircon in the gym, and players were slipping all over the place. It resembled a hockey game before it was over. There's Herring again, trying to force it inside. Backup jumper here is going to be off the mark, reaching up and getting it offensive board. They'll reset. Now Esho again, who comes up. He'll fire away another 3, and he's got the hot hand right now. That is his second triple. Esho now with 6, and that ties it at 17. This is the forte of the CLS Knights, Scotty. They are a very good outside perimeter shooting team. Wide open look. Off the mark again, and last touch by who? Last touch inside by CLS Knights. Fields are in the vicinity too, but able to keep his hands away. So it'll be Singapore ball with 3:58 to go here in the first quarter. Baseline, inside to go. Ball control by CLS. Little show and go movement there by Go, unsuccessful. There's the screen. Screen up Herring. Herring getting past Fields. Baseline, kick back outside. Rotation to Esho. Esho with Young on him. Flip back outside again. 5 on the shot clock. Inside it goes. Little get it out of here, says John Fields. John Fields leading the league, Scotty, in block shots with 2. Indonesia won a goaltending, but no such luck. Watch this again, coming out from the weak side. Now watch, he gets a late jump. It comes over right before the ball hits the apex of its journey. So a good block there and a turnover. No, I think that will still be CLS ball.
Yeah, John Fields' ability to come from that weak side, like you said, Chuck, he just times it so perfectly. Gets the ball at the top of the apex, sends it out of bounds.
With the stroke of midnight, off the mark. Didn't hit anything, so back comes Singapore. Jaron Young, ooh, almost had his pocket picked. Alexander way over there in the corner. Ungbon him for 3, no. John Fields collects the rebound on the floor now, and out of bounds it slithers, so it will be CLS Knights ball. So opportunity going by the wayside. Singapore did a great job of getting down the court before CLS. Ungbon Ben can't knock down the shot.
Coach Brian Rosen talked about at the beginning of the game. He talked about defensive rebounding, and since they replaced their imports with more perimeter players, it's been difficult for CLS to rebound, and that was another example right there. John Fields with another possession, another offensive rebound chance for Singapore to score.
Off the dribble. Back outside to Herring. Around the horn it goes to Esho. Alexander picking him up. looking for somebody that's open. That is number 8, and he makes no mistake. Number 8, Winsu Saputra. His first bucket of the game. So 2017 Knights early on here with 2:40 to go here in the first quarter.
You said it, Chuck. They shoot threes, 4th in the league with 209.
Certainly do. Young thought about it. Off the feed from Fields. Young almost drops it. Cutting across is Larry Liu. Young fires up a shot way off the mark there. Rebound snatched by CLS. Back they come. Herring trying to get Alexander to commit. Inside it goes, and there's a foul. Had that gone, it would have counted, and that will send Watkins to the line, I believe. And the CLS playing with a lot of spirit right now, Scotty.
Well, the energy they have so far is great on both ends of the court. Maxi Escher, that speaks to his versatility. He's got Xavier Alexander on him to start the game. He pulls him away from the rim and he shoots 3. He gets a smaller Jaron Young on him, puts the ball on the ground and beats him to the rim and draws a foul. And that's an advantage that not many imports have in this league, that ability to play inside and outside.
That is the first foul on Young, and it is actually Esho, not Watkins. So a chance for the 5-point lead here for CLS. This would be their biggest lead of the afternoon, and nothing but net there. Esho now with 8 points. So very balanced scoring on the other side. 7 for Herring, 7 for Esho. Larry Liu. Fields. Singapore spreads it out, looking for cutters. Nobody moving. Young around one screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here comes Alexander with the ball. Good defense on the interior by CLS. Long 3 by Young, and coming away with it is Ung Bon Hin as the ball just dips off the rim straight down in his path. Inside it goes, and some holding on. I think that will go on number 15, Jean-Michel Panagon, who's just checked in. In fact, it's going to be number 16, Furman Nugroho, 6'7", 224 pounds.
CLS again with a great defensive set, and they just can't finish it with a defensive rebound. Offensive rebound from Nong Han Bin, and Singapore gets another possession here to try and score.
They have had 3 or 4 second chance opportunities. Singapore, remember, Singapore the second in the league in rebounding, and CLS number 9 in rebounding. Of course, a lot of that is because CLS shoots so well from the perimeter. They shoot 52% from Twosville, 35% from beyond the arc, but they're way above that right now. Alexander to Fields. Fields bumping, grinding, firing, no good. Nice rebound again by Watkins, or Esho, as he comes away with it, quickly getting over to Herring. Herring sees a matchup he likes, gets it right past, and you can see going straight at Ung Han Bin, and he got him in that one-on-one. Let's see who the foul will be on, if it is on Liu or is it on Fields. Watch it again, and Herring, there's his man right there. Take your pick. Liu getting over there too late. So the foul, I think, will be on number 11. Check that. It'll be on Ung. That will be his first. So, again, opportunity for CLS Knight to get a little distance between them and Singapore.
Chuck, you just talked about it. You just talked about how hard they play, and that's a reflection of their coach, Coach Brian Rowson. He's really changed the culture here. They were 5-15 last year, and just to see the way that they compete and that hyper competitiveness that they have over there is really impressive from a culture standpoint.
Yeah. The Knights did beat Singapore by 15. Offensive board, but picked off there by Larry Liu. Delvin Go still on the bench. Singapore playing with 2 guards. They got Liu and Han Bin in the 3 imports. Cross court it goes, downstairs to Fields. He's got Young on the other side. Kick back outside, wide open look for Liu is off the mark. So 1 and out again for Singapore, who are being reduced to being a jump shooting team. That's not really their forte. Left hand, Young picks him up. Back outside to Watkins around the screen. Now Esho, Alexander giving him a little bit of space. Euro step inside, thwarted, kick back outside with 2 on the shot clock. Rises, fires his Herring off the mark. Alexander with the rebound. Here come the Slingers. With 29 seconds to go and getting the ball quickly, wasting no time getting the ball downstairs to Fields. That's more like it.
What a pass by Xavier Alexander. A 3/4 court bounce pass on a rope to John Fields for the hammer dunk finish.
A 4-point lead. The lead has been cut to 4. Out wide is Ari Hidayat. Again, Esho Watkins will take his time. Esho with a long three. Front rims that one, no good. Now to bounds it goes. Singapore at the stroke of midnight will not get another chance. So productive first quarter for the CLS Knights. They take a 4-point lead going into the bench timeout. 1:52 to go here at the OCBC Arena. We'll be right back. 23-19 in favor of the Knights over the Singapore Slingers. Don't go away.
Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Traveling kini tak perlu repot tukar uang ke money changer. Uang saku kuliah kamu di luar negeri tak lagi terpotong ini itu. Kamu bisa mulai tabungan kamu tanpa khawatir kurs naik turun. Dan dengan kurs kompetitif, bisnis kamu akan selalu mendapat nilai tukar terbaik. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas.
Lapar, makan mie jangan mikir. Nih, nih, ada bikin dulu.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
Ketika keadaan tak sesuai harapan. Stop! Jangan banyak drama. Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Uang saku kuliah kamu di luar negeri tak lagi terpotong ini itu. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas. Tanpa provisi, tanpa drama.
The second encounter and then a really barn burner in Surabaya about 10 days ago, where Singapore came away with a 71-68 win. So CLS trying to tie up the series at 2 apiece, and more importantly, trying to solidify their playoff position at the number 6 and perhaps climb. Singapore would love to climb up at spot 2, getting away from one defender is number 11, Arif Hidayat, his first bucket of the game, right in the teeth of the Singapore defense again. So back up to a 6-point lead, Scotty.
Yeah, great ball screen action coming off of Watkins there, and Arif Hidayat steps right into a pull-up jump shot. Great look from him coming off the bench as a local.
Young skewing the screen, kick back outside. There it goes to Ung Han Bin. He fires up the shot way off the mark again, and tell you, both you and Ung Han Bin have not been any help for Singapore on offense, and back down the court it goes. Nice job to get back in time. So Singapore, Young, still Young. Pass over to Alexander. Nice job by Young to find him.
Oh, great dribble drive attack there from Jaron Young, and the drop down pass to Xavier Alexander on the fast break. And that's when the Singers are at their best in transition.
Hidayat working against Liu, accepts the screen. Rotation on the right-hand side now. Wide open look. Watkins will fire away from 2. We'll check that. Was Esho. No, that was Watkins. It's the hairdo that's confusing me. So 27-21. Young fires up another 3. Yes!
Jaron Young, 4 of 8 from the field now, 3 of 6 from 3 for 11 points. And this is the Jaron Young Singapore loves to see, attacking, shooting, playing. Fantastic stuff for him so far.
CLS doing a better job on defense as soon as I say that in the first quarter than Singapore. Alexander will take the ball to the house, and he'll go the line. Very, very silly play there by Wisnu Saputra. Alexander was already past him, and with the Olay defense reaching.
Selection in the 1987 NBA draft by the Indiana Pacers. The guy can not only coach basketball, he can play some basketball.
Right. And there is the tie. 27 apiece. The Singapore comes back from a 7-point deficit. Nice little run by them to start the second quarter. 8:09 to go. Wide open look. Hidayat will hoist another 3, and this one in and out. My goodness, oohs and ahs from the crowds, and quickly Young pushing it. Unlucky there. Alexander, stop and pop for 2, is off the mark. Larry Liu with the rebound. Back outside it goes. Young, Alexander. Back into the game comes Delvin Go. Gives a pass off to Liu, who turns and fires. Difficult angle for him. He's way off the mark. So both Liu and Ung Han Bin not getting it done for Singapore on the offensive end early on. Little give and go there. Back to Herring it goes. Herring started the game off with 8 points. He's been stuck there so far. Hidayat, still Hidayat. Blocked away by Fields, his second block of the game.
John Fields, what an athlete, what timing. Tremendously impressive coming from the weak side.
And talked about a great defensive play. Look at that. Alexander with the spin move is thwarted. All the way to the basket. If it goes, it counts. It does not. So Herring will go to the line for a pair. Well, end-to-end action. Hidayat having his shot swatted away by Fields. And Herring all the way back down off of the great play on the inside. I think it was Watkins who knocked the ball loose, and Herring taking it from coast to coast. Chance now to put Knights back in front by 2.
And a great adjustment by Relson this year was he, about 5 or 6 games in the year, he moved Herring back onto the point and way long way to the 2 guard. And I think that's been a really nice adjustment for them, having the ball in Herring's hand and letting him attack off that ball screen and using Wei Long as the shooter.
Again, the Knights coming off of a 73-62 win over the Westport Malaysian Dragons, setting the Malaysian Dragons another knock to their playoff quest as Mono Vampire, who started the year horribly. I think they're something like 1-9, but they've got themselves into the playoff picture now, good enough to be the number 8 seed and a dangerous team going into the playoffs. Fields off the pass, downstairs to Delvin Go, and he is wrapped up and fouled.
Awesome high-low action there from John Fields to Delvin Go there. Right in the middle of that matchup zone. Fields catches at the high post. Great decision. Chins the ball, turns it around. High-low to Delvin Go, picks up the foul. Really good look from the Slingers coming out of that break there.
That's right, finding the 5'10" Wisnu Saputra down low and doing the right thing, getting it to the bigger man. So Delvin Go, usually a pretty good free throw shooter, right around 70%. Singapore not really lighting the world on fire with their free throw shooting. They've been better as of late. At one point, Scotty, they were down to 64%. Now I think we're right around 68.5%.
Yeah, and that's contributed them to go on this really long winning streak where they're 4-1 in their last 5 games. They played really well coming out the middle of January towards the end of February here.
Peaking seemingly just at the right time. Remember, the Slingers will go on the road the next 3 games. First of all, to Malaysia to play Westport Malaysian Dragons, and then we'll go to Saigon, their final matchup against the Heat, who they own the series with 3-0. Then the Macau Black Bears, and back here the 24th final game of the season, regular season, against Macau, check that, against Mono Vampires. Alexander kicks that away.
I like the look so far from Singapore defensively. They started 1-2-2 trap, a lot of man, and now they've fallen into a 1-3-1 zone here to see if they can get the ball out of Herring's hands and make someone else shoot it.
Esho will stay at the top, and I don't know what the pass was there about, right into the hands of Alexander. Young will rise and fire. 2!
Great start to the game for Jaron Young. That guy can score the ball, and he can score it in bunches in multiple ways. Pull-up jump shots, threes, attacks at the rim.
So there's Singapore in there. It looks like a 2-2 or 2-3 zone. Now they come out of it. Rotating the ball over to Herring. Good ball rotation by CLS. Inside it goes. Now kick back outside. Stroke of midnight. That's going to be way off the mark, so they had to put the shot up. That's just good interior zone defense by Singapore. Downstairs it goes. Delvin Go will wait for numbers. Back outside to Alexander. Fields creeping downstairs. Delvin Go working against Herring. He likes that matchup. Fall back jumper is going to be off the mark. Over the top comes Fields. Can't get it. So Wong Wei Long gets the rebound. Herring now loses the thread for a moment. Still Herring attacking Delvin Go. Kick back outside from the left hand. Yes. The left-hand side. And that was Brandon Juwato. So 32-31. Knights take the lead. Back comes Alexander. Alexander left hand to Fields. All the way the other side and over the head of Desmond O, who was 5'8". He would have had to been 6'8" to corral that one. So turnover there for Singapore. First turnover of the game for John Fields, however. Nobody in foul trouble, so to speak of, on the other side of the ball. Sandy Kernawan with a 2, and that's about it. So Jaron Young, Scotty, doing a good job staying out of foul trouble this time.
Yeah, and he's been really good to start this game. Already 10 points for him. He's defending Heron. He's done a really good job of staying disciplined and staying consistent so far this game.
Esho back outside to Herring, barking signals. Inside it goes, almost picked up by Fields. Watkins turns the corner. Yes, nice job. Good job getting around the corner, getting the step on John Fields. 3-point lead now. Young, still Young, rises and fires from Twosville. No good. Young there, the Fields there to try and pick it off. He could not. Here comes Herring downstairs. Quickly getting back to CLS. Long way long, kick back outside. They'll reset and spread it. Wong flashes through, as does Esho. Herring over to the left to Jawato. Jawato spin move. Now Jawato again. Dribble drive, penetration. Oh yes, beautiful little finger roll for Jawato, Scotty.
Brandon Jawato, known as a three-point specialist, a really good pump fake there to get Jaron Young to bite. The University of Hawaii product finishing strong at the rim.
5-point lead now for the Knights. Fields will take that two. Back rims that one and out. That's a Fields had that to do over again. I'm sure he would think differently. Herring working on Young. There's the screen, gets away from him. Pick and roll. Watkins. Yes, Herring with the finish. So 38-31. Look out. 7-point lead by the Knights, matching their biggest lead of the game, and a timeout on the floor by Singapore. A good timeout by them. And so far, the Knights pick the only difference in the game, but man, they sure seem energized.
And this is a big moment for the Slingers here. Great timeout by Coach Neo and Coach Johnson. This is a moment that they need to create the momentum and get it back for their team.
Rotated over to Fields. Up pops Alexander. Alexander will take the two and drain it right away.
Who else but Xavier Alexander steps up when they need it. 4, 6, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists already. World Import MVP candidate.
Count that as 3. Off the dribble, Herring, still Herring, takes it all the way to the rack for 2.
It's that ball screen action again. Watkins and Herring, they have to figure out how they're going to defend that.
Desmond O will take it back outside. Got Young camped out on the left. Fields trying to get it to him. He finally does. There's the screen now. He'll go around. Jawato will pick him up. Alexander now looking for cutters. Here comes Delvin Go. Alexander, spin move. Had to change it in midair because Watkins was right there, but the follow by Delvin Go. Nice job by Delvin to stay in the neighborhood.
Oh, great call, Chuck. 6 points now for Delvin Go. A few rebounds. It's great to see him being contributing early and often here in the first half.
Delvin Go much improved from the last couple of years. Had 11 last week against Alab. Herring was making a pest of himself. Off-balance shot by Wong Wei Long is off the mark. Long outlet pass. And that was hopeful. Let's see who the foul is going to be on. It might be on Alexander. Let's see if he, or is it Herring? If it's Herring, it'll be his first one. So going over to the scorer's table or going over to the other ref. That's going to be on Jawato. Watch it again. Now there's Young spine it, but it wasn't that good of a pass. Alexander doing what he had to do to get his body in front of Jawato. So the foul, luckily for Singapore, called on Jawato with the push from behind. Herring or Coach Ralston off the bench, and the referee said, you know, next time, tea time. Oh, look at that. Getting on top of Jaron Young. That was a trap on the inbound. That was a called play. So both Jawato and number 13, Darryl Watkins, right there. Desmond O almost threw it away. Alexander looking for space. Gets the ball knocked away. Nice job on defense by Esho. Back come the CLS Knights. Ball rotation to Wong. Wong will hold it up. Give a chance for Watkins to get into the picture. Wong sets the screen. Now Herring. Young coming out on him, but it doesn't matter. Herring is on fire.
What a game he's had. 17 points now, 5 of 8 from the field. He has been everywhere today.
Herring leading scorer. He averages 19 a game. Bounce pass inside to Delvin Go. Kick back out. Alexander will try to create. Good hang time in the air. Can't get it to fall. Rebound taken by Watkins. Back come CLS. 7-point lead again. In fact, that is Esho. Sliding across is Jawato, number 3. Herring. Blocking foul immediately on Desmond O. Well, just taking Desmond O to the cleaners that time. Herring did.
You can see it every single possession. Douglas Herring brings the ball down the court. They space the floor with Wang Wei Long and Jawato on either side, and Esho all shooters, and then they just run that ball screen action with Watkins. And the Slingers have had a really tough time defending it so well, just because Watkins sets such a physical screen, and Herring does such a good job of getting downhill and making decisions with the basketball.
Physical game thus far, going the way of CLS. Kick back outside. Little floater is good. Wow, Esho, is there nothing he can't do? He's done it from all over the court, Scotty. So biggest lead of the afternoon so far for the Knights by 9. Alexander looking for Fields. Boy, he took a shot in the face, didn't he, Esho? And a N1 play. John Fields throwing an elbow, getting away with it. I can't believe the referee standing right there. It's a punch to the jaw with the elbow. Yeah, Ralston saw the same thing we did.
Yeah, I like this set from the Slingers. They have to go inside. That's their advantage. John Fields is a physical, dominant basketball player in there, and him getting touch is a really good thing for their team. Right now, Fields only has 7 shot attempts. He's 8 points and 4 rebounds and 3 assists on those shot attempts. So we'd love to see him get a little bit more involved in this offense going into the second half here.
Ralston talking to the referee. You could read his lips saying, "Didn't you see that?" So a 3-point play it is. Just in the nick of time for Singapore, so the lead trimmed to 6. Back comes CLS with under a minute to go here in the first half. Herring again. He's been the straw that stirs the drink for CLS here in the first half. Him and Esho. Cross-court pass. Herring again. Young working on him. Jawato gets it to fall. Acute angle. Right off the square, off the glass, and inside. So back up to an 8-point lead. Singapore. Spin move, Fields, and he is fouled. So let's see, foul-wise. That means that is the 5th team foul, so that will send Fields to the line for Singapore. Singapore with 2 team fouls.
Last 2 possessions, John Fields attacking the rim. I think that's a really good thing. It doesn't matter if in the half corner, the post up, or on the perimeter, getting downhill, going to that right hand. John Fields going to the rim is a good thing right now for the Slingers.
A good thing also about that play, if you're a Singapore Slinger fan, is that stop the clock at 32-3. This means Singapore will get the ball back with plenty of time. However, Fields missing the first of 2. So if they can get this, get a stop, and come back and get one in at the end of the first half, they won't be in too bad a shape. They will go to the dressing room trailing, and Fields can't do it. So back comes Herring. Herring will hold it up, try and use as much time as they possibly can. Alexander out on him. They will spread it out. Look to see if they go to Esho. Here comes Esho to apply the screen. Back outside it goes. Esho with the shot, way off the mark. Kicked away. Last touch by who? Last touch by number 1. That is Herring. So Singapore Slingers will have it with 8.7 to go. Down by 8 points. So a chance for the Slingers to go in the dressing room down by 5 or 6. Alexander, screened by Fields. Still Alexander pumping inside the lane. Gets the ball knocked away. What pursuit by the CLS Knights. At the stroke of midnight, fires away, not too far off the mark. Great first half for the CLS Knights. Slingers a little bit lethargic on the offensive end. The Knights take it 47-39 at the end of the first half. We'll be back for our first half show, including highlights, interviews, and so much more here at the OCBC Arena when we return.
This is where it all begins. We're partners, you and I. When we're together, we're unstoppable. When we're together, anything is possible. At BTN, we know the power of partnership. A good partner works with you intimately. A good partner knows what you need. A good partner always has your back. The partner for starting your dream family, building your dream home, realizing the dream. It takes courage to begin, but it takes encouragement to keep on going. So go on, dream big. We're with you every step of the way. You have a partner in BTN.
ketika keadaan tak sesuai harapan. Stop! Jangan banyak drama. Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Traveling kini tak perlu repot tukar uang ke money changer. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas. Tanpa provisi, tanpa drama.
Makan mie jangan mikir. Nih, fit mie, gak bikin gendut.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
Ketika keadaan tak sesuai harapan. Stop! Jangan banyak drama. Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Kamu bisa mulai tabungan kamu tanpa khawatir kurs naik turun. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas. Tanpa provisi, tanpa drama.
Makan mie jangan pakai mikir. Nih, fit mie, 50 kalori doang. Bisa gitu.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
Ketika keadaan tak sesuai harapan. Stop! Jangan banyak drama. Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Dengan kurs kompetitif, bisnis kamu akan selalu mendapat nilai tukar terbaik. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas. Tanpa provisi, tanpa drama.
This is where it all begins. We're partners, you and I. When we're together, we're unstoppable. When we're together, anything is possible. At BTN, we know the power of partnership. A good partner works with you intimately. A good partner knows what you need. A good partner always has your back. The partner for starting your dream family, building your dream home, realizing the dream. It takes courage to begin, but it takes encouragement to keep on going. So go on, dream big. We're with you every step of the way. You have a partner in BTN.
Here we go. Young to inbound it to Alexander. Singapore in white coming at you from left to right. Young gets the ball back. Camped out on that left-hand side. Takes the screen. Rolling over is Desmond O. There's the screen. He eschews that. Going inside is Alexander. Can't get at the ball. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by who? Last touch by Delvin Go, I believe. So again, that same thing, Scotty. Singapore able to get the ball inside, but then the zone collapsing on. Nice switching that time from Watkins and Esho. So back they come. Long way long in the game. He'll slide through. Back outside to Esho. Esho, Alexander, a fixture on him. Desmond O downstairs to Watkins. Fields. Double team. Yes, nice job by Desmond O to force that turnover. And back comes Singapore. Young. Still Young. Stops and pops from Twosville. Off the mark. Punch right back outside. And again, perimeter shooting. Not getting it done. Going downhill the other way. And a foul. Let's see who that's going to go against. It might go on Jaron Young, who went back to help on Desmond O. Or help Desmond O. Watch it again. In the open court goes Esho. Just sliding past Desmond O. Alexander coming over. I think Alexander, in fact, gets the foul. That's his second.
Again, it's so impressive to see 6'9" Maxi Escho's ability to handle the ball in the full court. He's really got a nice compact handle on him and does a really good job of being efficient with his dribbles. He doesn't explore, he looks to score when he dribbles that basketball.
Yeah, that's a good point, Scotty. Looking to score, not explore. 9-point lead, matching the biggest lead of the game for CLS. Make it 10, so psychological double-digit lead. Back come Alexander and company. Fields will go downstairs. No, he will not. He'll stay up front, get the screen. Young inside the lane. Yes, getting a step on his defender. A little jump step to the basket. That'll cut the lead to 8.
Great move by Jaron Young, and I like that. That ball screen action went straight to the rim. A really nice left-handed fundamental finish from Jaron Young.
Herring, still Herring, working on Young. He's had his way with him, and he gets past him again inside. Foul, and that'll go on Fields. So very quickly, Singapore, 2 team fouls. Real smart play there by Watkins. Watch this, Herring getting a step on Young. There is a nice job. Instead of keeping it in his right hand where it might have been blocked away, going to his left hand is Watkins. So Watkins at the line for a pair. Not known as a very good free throw shooter, and he proves the point right there, missing the first of 2.
It's been a really fun matchup today. That physicality is shown by both John Fields and Daryl Watkins. It's been cool and interesting to see them bang each other consistently today.
Yeah, just about playing each other to a standstill. Watkins hits the second of 2, so he's got 7. Back comes Singapore. Lead trimmed to 9. Young ahead of him. There's the screen. What is this? There's a foul here. I think a frustration foul there by Fields. He pushed off too hard. So Singapore starting to get frustrated, Scotty.
And you can see they started the second half with a lot of ball screen action on either wing, with Fields involved with either Alexander or Young, and that's a really good way to get to the rim. I didn't know about that call. I thought that was a little over exaggeration from Douglas Herring there. A good job of selling the call.
Fields with 2 now. Popping up his Herring. He'll run off the screen. Escho. Oh, great spin move by Escho. Gets it to fall. My goodness.
Maxi Escho, what can that guy not do? Comes off the ball screen, spins back to his left hand, double clutch. Big time finish from him.
Young gets trapped in the foul. Reaching in was Herring and Wong Wei Long. Take your pick. I think they both had a hand on him. So first team foul on CLS. 7:59 to go here in the third quarter.
This is a really big matchup for both teams. This is a potential playoff matchup. It could be a 3-6 seed here, so both teams want to get some positive momentum going into this playoffs.
Oh, misdirection that time, or miscommunication that time. Alexander bumping his way to the basket, can't get it to go. He'll go to the line for 2. Second team foul on CLS. Somebody missed an assignment there. They let him go, and he went straight one way to the basket, and stepping in was Watkins to take the foul.
And Alexander did a really good job there rejecting the ball screen. A little jab step to get the defender to try and go over it, and he went straight back in a straight line to the rim for that finish. And I like it. They've attacked the rim to start so far. That's a really good sign for the Slingers.
Again, missing the free throw shot. That's 3 in a row Singapore has missed. Fields missing the 2 to finish off the first half, and Alexander to start the second half. Really clanking that one.
And when you're down by 11, you can't miss those free throws. That's your opportunity to stop the clock and to get a comeback going with that clock stopped.
So 10-point lead now for CLS. They are in control. Wong Wei Long with the ball. He's yet to score. Desmond working on him. Switch sides.
Does a really good job on him.
Duato. 4 on the shot clock. Check that 7 on the shot clock. Duato getting free and getting fouled. I think that might go on Fields. If it is, that will be number 3 on John Fields. Duato, very quick first step. That is the 3rd foul on Fields, so that's the situation that Bear is looking at, a little trip coming in. Duato with the presence of mind to try and finish it off. So 4th team foul on Singapore. Bounce pass back, Herring. Wide open look, Escho for the left side. Makes no mistake. Wow. Has he missed tonight at all?
5 of 9 from the field, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 4 from the line. Maxi Escho's been everywhere tonight.
55-42, biggest lead of the game. Fields, that little hook of his is off the mark, and Delvin Gokan gets the rebound. Herring brings it back, stops Bob from the free throw line. Yeah, 15-point lead. And Singapore getting blown out here, Scotty.
This is the best I've seen CLS look all year long. They're playing the
visitors. Singapore averaging 85 points a game, 42 so far. And they'll have to hustle to make that. Young, still Young around the screen. Young finds his place, fires it up off the mark again. A push underneath. Let's see who that will go against. That go against number 22, Kelvin Lim, who just checked into the game. No, it will be on, find that for you. That will be on Wong. That will be 3 on him. Alexander having to work hard just to get the ball inbounds. Nothing coming easy for Singapore this afternoon. Young freelancing, and he is tripped up. And let's see, no basket. So a little bit of a kick there, not intentional. A push, says the referee.
Jaron Young did a really good job there to sell going to his left and coming back to that right, and it looked like an and one there. Really nice move by Jaron Young.
So 6:34 to go here. Outlet pass. Young corrals it. Wow. That was just a wild shot, but somehow it goes in. Freelancing. I know the crowd loves it, but to me, Scotty, that's indicative of Singapore's offense right now, having to rely on stuff like that to get on the board. I saw John Fields. They did a great job of boxing him out. He could not get downstairs with just as well that shot went in.
Hopefully the Stingers can build a little bit of momentum off of that. They're going to have to make a run right now with only 6 minutes left in this third quarter.
Somebody missed a assignment. It didn't matter. Big John Fields coming over for his 3rd straight block. Young, yes!
This is the momentum that Singapore needs right here. Jaron Young with 2 confident takes. John Fields on the defensive end with the weak side block. And here we go, 5:50 left.
57-46. Singapore, a little 4-0 mini run and getting through the middle. Knocked away. That will be a foul. Who was that be on? Maybe Alexander. Zesho. That will be on number 22. That will be Kelvin. Watch this again and look at the space that he's got to operate. And that's very, very unlike the Singapore Slingers. They usually block off those lanes, those passing lanes, dribble penetration lanes very well.
And you have to be really careful funneling them into the middle right now because John Fields has 3 fouls, and the last thing that they need is him to pick up his 4th foul here early in the third quarter.
Absolutely. Now they do have number 32, Russell Lowe, who can come in and give you some quality minutes. 0 of 2. Alexander corrals the rebound, and back come the Slingers, a chance to cut it to single digits here. 5:37 to go. Fields. Young spins away. Ball denial that time by Herring. Herring is just Edward. Him and Esho, my goodness, what a day they have had so far. So checking into the game, number 9, Sandy Kurnia Wong, excuse me, 6'2", 149 pounds, a reed thin guard. Back comes Young. Jaron Young, at Wright State, that's where he played his NCAA ball. Long 3, yes! Alexander!
Xavier Alexander, that's the Slingers need. 15 points now, 5-11 from the field. Cut it down to an 8-point game.
Little 7-0 run for the Slingers. Herring. Esho. Herring again. Baseball pass inside. Picked off by Jaron Young. Young trying to be a little bit too cute, and he pays the price. I don't know what Young was thinking there. Wide open look for Young for 3. Yes!
How about the answer from Jaron Young? Turns it over for a dunk at the other end, comes back, and 3-point dagger right in CLS's eye.
Is ice water, as they say. Herring. Watkins, Fields on him. Watkins still turns, fires, yes, over Young or over Fields, who didn't want to pick up that 4th foul. Singapore back in it now, down by 9. There's the screen. Alexander had the shot, eschewed it. Young, still Young, back outside. Alexander again. Alexander takes the ball to the house.
The Slingers have got a little bit of a rhythm now going offensively. A nice combination of getting to the rim and shooting those uncontested 3s on the kickouts.
Well, CLS nights, how they were so fluid on the offensive end, Scotty, they seem a little bit disjointed now. Herring Ronnie, the ball is loose, picked up by Singapore. Back comes Alexander, has the ball knocked loose. Nice play by Sandy Kurniawan. Back comes CLS. Herring for three. Yes! Right back at you. So a couple of turnovers hurting Singapore on the comeback trail. Alexander, baseline. And a foul, and I think that will go on C. Downstairs, that might be on Esho. Esho has been helping out down in those situations, rotating down from the high post to the low post to make it a double low post. Watch it again. Let's watch it. And on the break, here comes Herring, and wow, over the top, and not bad defense either there by Young. He's just that good. So Herring now with 22.
He's been lights out today, 7 of 10 from the field right now. He just has it going. Has a really nice rhythm and a really nice feel for this basketball game right now.
And another missed free throw by Singapore. Wow. They've missed 1, 2, 3, 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, now 6 of 10 from the line. And they've done a better job of getting in the line in the second half. They just need to start making and converting these foul shots.
So getting it down to 9 points again, 3:28 to go. Singapore trail by 7 at the end of the first half, so +2 now for the Knights. They spread it out. That pops Watkins. Juwato. And again, wow, on fire. Doug Herring now with 25. Downstairs it goes again. Ball on the floor, picked up by Watkins. So 12-point lead again. Singapore, inability to stop Doug Herring, really causing them problems, not only on the scoring end, but on the defensive end as well. Rotation, ball knocked away, out of bounds it goes. It'll be Singapore ball. So turnover by Kurniawan.
Sorry, they fell into a zone here, a 2-3 zone, which has been a good idea and has done well for them, except for the fact that they haven't matched up with Douglas Herring. They have to get a contest on him outside the three-point line right now. He's shooting it too well. Like the idea of a zone, they just need to identify where he is outside of that three-point line.
It's almost like a pick your poison, because Esho has been lights out tonight as well. Long three is going to be way off the mark, back rimmed, and so wasted possession there for Singapore. As again, they just cannot get any scoring from anybody. And there he is again. So back up to a 15-point lead, and that was Juwato, excuse me. So everybody getting in the act. That is 7 for Juwato. So held to a stalemate by a big number 13 Watkins. Back to Young. Young steps around one screen, down the other side to Desmond. Way downstairs it goes, and the follow is no good, picked away. CLS with it again. Here comes Herring again. Herring around Ung Bin Han. Off balance shot is no good. Over the top comes Young. Outlet pass to Alexander. Euro step to the basket for the finger roll.
And that's exactly what the Slingers wanted. More possessions. Alexander on the run, coming back with that Euro step to the right hand.
Number 9. Kurniawan, when you got a 15-point lead, you can put in your role players, and that's exactly what CLS has done. Masterful job of coaching by Brian Rowson today, all the way to the basket. He thought better of it. Back outside to Arif Hidayat. Hidayat falling down is Desmond. Long three, luckily for Singapore, off the mark. Outlet pass into the hands of Young from Fields. Young fires up a 2.
There's Singapore again in the transition. Jaron Young on a pull-up on a secondary break. They've done a good job switching to man here, which has confused CLS a little bit.
So 110 and counting. Young working on Herring, who has got the best of that so far today. Now the switch to Alexander. Herring gets the separation, tries to scoot it down the other side. Long three is going to be off the mark. Stepping in to get the rebound on the floor. Another rebound by CLS. Oh boy, feels lucky not to get caught with a foul. I think he did just then. Noah holding on. Let's see who that will be on. I don't think it was on Fields, but it could have been. Watch this. It's going to be Ung Han Bin. Wow, catches him with the knee. Referee could have blown it right then, but he didn't. He waited till Ung Han Bin wrapped him up. You can see Herring disappointed that the foul went on Ung.
Yeah, and the Slingers are very lucky there. That's the last thing they need right now is 49 seconds left in the third for John Fields, their big man, the big presence inside, protecting the rim, picking up his 4th foul.
So Singapore, as usual, no give up in them at all. Herring, though, 26 points so far with a whole quarter to go, Scotty. He has just been the man today. Him and Esho, I mean, what else can you ask them to give you? Esho with 21, Herring now with 27.
Yeah, it's the efficiency. Herring has 27 on only 11 shots. He's 7-11 from the field.
Stepping around the screen by Ung. Desmond looking to slide it inside. Alexander trying to create. Would have countered had it gone. He steps inside and he'll have to earn it from the line. So that will stop the clock at 37.2 to go. Singapore down by 13.
Yeah, and that's Xavier Alexander. Again, his body control, the ability to create contact and still have that almost finish going through the lane here.
There it is, and I think they're going to give the foul not to Watkins. Another guy in the vicinity, Ari Hidayat. So finally knocking down some free throws now, Singapore. That is the time left, so Singapore needing a stop and to come back and stuff one in at the end of the third quarter and take your chances with a 8 or 9 point deficit.
Yeah, that would be the key, to get it to single digits here. Get a stop and come down here and get last shot and get it down to single digits. A very attainable goal for that fourth quarter.
Okay, Herring accelerates, now goes to the left hand. Oh, long three from the parking lot, way off the mark. That was a little bit too ambitious. Outlet, now in the hands of Alexander. 25, still a lot of time to go. To Alexander again, down rolls Fields. He gets the ball down on the low block, ball knocked away. Nice play there by Ung Han Bin to get it back, and Young responds with the three.
Oh, what a play for Singapore. Awesome three from Jaren Young on the kick out from Han Bin.
They're playing for the last shot. Herring in his hands. Still Herring turns and fires. That's going to be short, but a foul on Fields. My goodness.
John Fields just picked up his fourth foul with a contest on a three-pointer with 0.7 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, the chances of him knocking that down between slim and none. Now watch this again. Herring, but Fields gets screened out, or Young gets screened out, and Fields comes in like a bull, knocking Herring down to the floor. So unfortunate for Singapore, as they had done all the heavy lifting, Scotty. Now Herring, going to say probably the most reliable free throw shooter on the floor, but not that time. Singapore has trimmed it to 8, but the bad news is their big man has 4 fouls.
It could be a momentum changing play. They had all the momentum on Singapore's side. Like you said, they got it down to 8 points. To pick up a foul like that on a contest of an off-balance three-pointer with 0.7 seconds left, that's just discipline and stuff you can't do at this level in the ABL.
That's right. Decisions are so important. And that was the wrong one for John Fields. So just to jack it back up to a 10-point lead. Remember, they led by 7 at the end of the first half. 0.7 to go. Letting one rip off the mark. So CLS Knights can hang on the withering pressure of Singapore and add to their lead at the end of 3 quarters. 10 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, here at the OCBC Arena. Knights 74, Slingers 64 when we return.
Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Traveling kini tak perlu repot tukar uang ke money changer. Uang saku kuliah kamu di luar negeri tak lagi terpotong ini itu. Kamu bisa mulai tabungan kamu tanpa khawatir kurs naik turun. Dan dengan kurs kompetitif, bisnis kamu akan selalu mendapat nilai tukar terbaik. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas.
Lapar, makan mie jangan mikir. Nih, nih, tak bikin dulu.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
Ketika keadaan tak sesuai harapan. Stop! Jangan banyak drama. Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Uang saku kuliah kamu di luar negeri tak lagi terpotong ini itu. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas. Tanpa provisi, tanpa drama.
And he's just been subbed out of the game, so they're gonna keep him out of the game for a little while here and put Russell Lowe on Daryl Watkins, which is going to be a really big challenge for Russell Lowe. And we're going to see if he's up to the challenge of guarding someone who's got about 6 inches and 30 pounds on him.
There is Watkins, and as you said, Scotty, they go straight at Russell Lowe, kick back outside and back inside with the entry pass, and Russell Lowe hanging on for dear life.
You got to love the competitiveness from Russell Lowe. He's a little outmatched physically here, and he's battling hard. He's just trying to push Watkins off the block, and that's a good thing.
Through 3 quarters, the Knights shooting 52.1%. Singapore has jacked it up a little bit in the 3rd quarter, up to shooting 47.1, a little bit below their normal. Now Alexander switches over on him. Away from the basket. Nice job by Alexander, but cleaning it up and knocked away by Russell Lowe. Good defensive play by Russell. Back comes Singapore. Alexander carrying it like a loaf of bread to the basket.
There it is, defensive transition offense. Russell Lowe with the great contested block on Watkins, and there's Xavier Alexander with his 24th point in the fast break down the other end.
So 8-point lead again. Esho, little hesitation step there, knocked away. Watkins with another offensive board, still working on Lowe, over the top, can't get it to fall. Alexander with another rebound. So called it Scotty, Russell Lowe doing the job down there. Little give and go inside. Oh boy, no foul called. One-handed little runner there by Russell Lowe.
Oh, Russell Lowe stepping in. 2 great defensive possessions, and he picks up the loose ball for the right-handed hook there, giving Singapore some energy off of the bench.
Yeah, lightning in a bottle for Singapore. So good job by, looking on. Wong Wei Long, ex-Singapore slinger. He gets the ball back in his hand. Desmond O will work against him. Jawato off to the left. Bounce pass to Esho. Esho, Russell Lowe working on him. Boy, ball knocked away again. Let's see if it's a backcourt violation. No, it's not. Last touch by Singapore. Rotating over to the right. Herring again from 3. Off the mark that time. Alexander getting the rebound. Back come the Slingers. They'll wait for Russell Lowe to come home. Alexander, ball in the hands of Lowe. Off to Young. Young off the screen of Russell Lowe. Long 2 is in. 4-point game. Wow.
What a shot by Jared Young over top of the big contest from Daryl Watkins. And there's again the ball screen from Russell Lowe.
So Singapore all the way back from 15 down. Wong. Desmond O working on him. Shot clock down to 7. Esho working on Alexander. Esho from the long 3. Yes! Nothing but net just when they needed it. Back to a 7-point lead.
Maxi Esho, 24 points now, 8 of 14. And off the dribble, 3-pointer for someone 6'9". The versatility is amazing.
Euro step and knocked away into the hands of Esho, who was guarding the passing lanes. So Russell Lowe a little bit out of control there. The clock winds down to 7:30. Russell Lowe fighting like crazy downstairs. Watkins a little bit too hard, but right there to clean it up, and there's a foul, and he won't go in. Young will take the foul. So for Young, that will be 2 on him. Young now with 29, Alexander with 24. But the story of this game has been the 3-point prowess of Maxi Esho and Doug Herring. They are the ones that have kept CLS Knight ahead in this game. And have a chance to run it back up to 9 points again should he make these 2. There's the first one.
See the competitiveness so far from Douglas Herring, like 29 points here, and he won 2 offensive rebounds there to get himself 2 more foul shots, where he's 10 of 12 from the line tonight. He wanted the ball more and took it away from Jaron Young there.
We'll see how long they keep Fields nailed to the bench, probably around the 5-minute mark. Back comes Singapore, now down by 9. So got it down to 4, now a 5-0 run. It has been a game of runs. Rises and firing is Young. He's going to be off the mark, and another rebound. Boy, Singapore not getting the offensive rebounds like we are used to seeing. It's just great boxing out that time by Brandon Jawato. Wong Wei Long bounce pass inside on the entry. Herring scoots across. Watkins. Still Watkins. Alexander working on him, turning. Backup jumper is good. Back to an 11-point lead. 7-0 run now by the Knights. 81-70. Already above the amount of points that Singapore gives up in a game. They usually surrender only 77. There's a three, yes! And what a time for it. Ung Han Bin. So 81-73 with 6:25 to go.
That's what the Singers need right there is Han Bin to step up and shoot that three confidently. A great shot by him, and to get them back within 8 points, that's a really big shot at a really important time in the game.
Herring, Young, he gets this drop on him. Now to Esho. Esho thought about it. Yes, he fires it up now. It's going to be a little bit short. Young with the rebound. He brings it back. Ung Han Bin again. He is immediately surrounded, gets the ball out, but picked off. Well, how do you do? Basketball 101, knocked away, out of bounds it goes, saved. Good hustle there by Herring, or by Jawato to save it. Herring now on that right-hand side. Crossover. Takes it to the rim, the follow. Can't get it to fall, wow. Esho, you won't see him miss that very often. So Singapore can sigh of relief right now. Young over to the right side. Lim, who's in the game. Young again, thought about it. Still Young. Backup jumper from Freesville. Yes! Nothing but net. Jaron Young on fire.
What a game. Jaron Young, 32 points now. Step back three-pointer, 13 of 20 from the field. You cannot say much more about Jaron Young and his ability to score the basketball.
So the lead trimmed to 4 again. Herring looking downstairs. Russell Lowe, turn, fire, no good. Nice defensive job there by Russell Lowe.
Russell Lowe, every contest at the rim.
Yes, Xavier Alexander getting past Watkins, and CLS, all of a sudden, they led by 15. It's been trimmed to 3. They will call the timeout.
Chuck, you said it. You said it. Still only 4 fouls, and that's all because of the work that Russell Lowe did.
So Singapore trapping the ball. Herring. Lim working on him. With that Jun working on him. Jun is a very good defender in his own right. And holding on that time was Jun a little bit too much. So for Singapore, that is their 3rd team foul. That might be an issue going down the stretch too. CLS Knights with no team fouls. Singapore with 3.
That's a really good point there, Chuck.
Herring, Wong. 6 on the shot clock, and what do we have here? Technical foul, oh my goodness. Coach Rowson has picked up a technical foul. Now, to be fair, he was warned before. Watch it again. There's Wong with the ball now, and then coming at him is Jun. Jun with the slight push. Rowson standing right there. Look at Fields wrap up number 13, Watkins. And Watkins kicking at the ball.
A little bit of confusion there. They're trying to figure out if the call was on John Fields, and it looks like
it might be on Watkins for kicking it, but it turns into a technical foul. We'll have to wait and see what the clarification is. See, is it on Fields? Yes, it is. So Fields is gone. But a technical foul on Coach Rowson, who was towering over the referee. So let's see how they are going to play this. They ask who they want to shoot the free throw. Of course, it'll be Xavier, or maybe it will be Young.
Very interesting there. John Fields picks up his 5th, and Coach Rowson picks up the technical. So you would think that he would be the one happy about it. A little confusion there from the officials, and they're trying to give Douglas Herring there an explanation, and he doesn't seem very happy with it.
Well, I think the foul was they whistled the ball, and they just assumed it was going to be on Fields, but they made no indication, so Rowson was livid. Alexander getting it to within 2. So it'll be CLS ball after the technical. It's 81-79 it should read. No more John Fields, and checking back into the game, super sub, Russell Lowe.
Yeah, and another big ask for Russell Lowe here. 4:30 left in the game. Checking a former NBA basketball player. We'll see if he rides it to the channels like he did the first time.
Look at them, they'll go straight at him again. Show and go move from the right side. Oh yes, off balance shot, but can't get it to fall. Esho trying to do a little bit too much that time. Opportunity now for Singapore to tie the game. Young heading towards the basket, can't get it to go. Stepping in to get the rebound is Watkins. Outlet pass coming to Jawato. Jawato foul. Check that the pass went over to Herring and downstairs to Jawato. And the fans not liking what they're seeing right now. Watch it again. Running right at him is June, and there's the push right there. I don't know what the fans are angry about. Definitely a foul, fifth team foul on Singapore, and that is a factor. Jawato at the line. Calmly nails the first one, so back up to a 3-point lead.
You made that point earlier, Chuck, at the 3 team fouls, now 5 team fouls for the Slingers to 0 for CLS, and I think that's what the fans are getting a little animated about right now, is the discrepancy in those numbers.
Hits them both. So ice water in his veins. The lead jacked up to 4 again. Singapore with Alexander yo-yoing down the middle. Off to the right to Young. Young will take the backup jumper. It's going to be off the mark again. Skine for the rebound. Man, he has been terrific on the boards today. Watkins has. Quickly Herring. Herring accelerates. Downstairs it goes. Saved by Watkins. Long 3 by Wong is no good. Stepping in to pick it up is Russell Lowe. Back comes Singapore. So dodging the bullet there. Rotation to the other side. Ung-Han Bin for 3, no good. Goes to the floor, but more for show than anything. So 1 and out for Singapore. 3:26 and back from Herring and company. Remember, they played a drama-filled game like this about 10 days ago. Oh, man, off the dribble, no good. But there to clean it up, and a foul from behind is Russell Lowe. So that will send Watkins to the line for a pair. And the fans hate it. Watch it again. Let's see if we can detect it. Russell Lowe coming from the weak side. Right there. Yes, obviously getting him over the back. Good call by the referees. So Watkins at the line. He's not a particularly good free throw shooter. CLS will be happy with one. There'll be ecstatic if he gets them both. He sinks the first one. So now back up to a 5-point lead. So a 3-0 run here by the Knights. And it has been a game of runs, Scotty. 8 here, 7 there, either way.
Yeah, especially in the second half, it's gone from 15 to 7 to 12 to 3 to 11, and now Slingers down to 6 with 3:12 left.
Yeah, a little bit more difficult right now, and again, fouls to give all over the place for CLS. Accelerating is Alexander, back outside to Russell Lowe, rotating to Young. Young, long on him, gets the separation. Young rises and fires for 2 off the mark. Another offensive board, another board for CLS, and back they come. And they will slow it up. They can sense that they are in the driver's seat at the moment. Herring around the trap. Way outside is Watkins, gets the ball over to Esho. Alexander working on him. Esho accelerates. Shot over the top is no good. Alexander, now Singapore needs to score this time. Off to Ung-Han Bin, rotation to the right. Desmond O passes it up. Wow, wide open shots. They're passing up the 3 for Alexander. Yeah!
What a shot by
game.
Alexander. He really steps up when it matters. Turning from a 6-point game into a 3-point game, 2:12 up. Xavier Alexander now has 30 points on the afternoon.
85-82. Esho, Alexander working on him, looking downstairs. Young pushed aside. Kick back outside, good rotation. Wong Wei Long, step up jumper from the elbow, off the mark. The ball out of bounds, and it will be Singapore ball.
You have to be impressed with the Slingers so far today. They've had multiple opportunities to fold and give up on this basketball game.
Well, there were 3 open shots there, but they end up giving the ball to the right guys. So Singapore a chance to tie it up here or get to within 1. Alexander, he is trapped immediately. Young thought about it. Inside, ball on the floor. Nicely done by Desmond O to pick it up to save the turnover. Ung-Han Bin. Oh, lead pass over to Alexander. Alexander to the basket and 1. No foul. Or is there? Yes, there is. Chance to tie it up right now. Xavier Alexander. What a pass by Ung-Han Bin.
Great backdoor cut by Xavier.
Up is we've got at least a minute and a half of basketball action to go, if not overtime. So Herring, he has been the man. Let's see if they keep the ball in his hands ultimately. Young on him. Still Young. Whip pass down to the other side into the hands of Jawato. Looking downstairs, Young trying to deny the interior pass. Turning the corner is Herring. Herring, little jump step move over the top. Yes, for 2, and that'll make it a 3-point game.
What an interesting call from Ralston to go to a post-up for Herring. What a great call. Very unexpected, and it works.
Alexander outside, under a minute to go here. Singapore needs to score on this possession. Alexander inside, oh boy, knocked away, and coming up with it is CLS. Well, not a great pass. So Singapore has to have a stop here. Jawato. Herring being shadowed by Young. Bounce pass inside to Herring. Herring still working on Young. That isolation again on him. Herring turning, firing, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Ung Han Bin. Back comes Singapore. They're down by 3. Alexander gets the ball up to Young. Young will stop up for the 2. 20.9. It's a 1-point game again. Singapore will have to foul. Singapore will have to foul. Now down to 10 seconds. Trying to get the ball away from Herring, and Alexander finally with 9.3 to go.
And here's the problem, Chuck. You said it before. This is their first team foul of the 4th quarter here. You said they needed to foul, and they needed to foul quickly to get that clock stopped. Oh, sorry, 7th foul. It's my fault. 7th foul. So that's good. Puts them to the line. Douglas Herring steps up. Chance to extend this lead to 3.
So Herring, Singapore would love it if he missed at least one of them. And he does. So opportunity here for Singapore with 9.3 to run the ball back down the court and at least get it into overtime, if not win it. All depending on this shot right here by Doug Herring, who's been the star, and then some. Calmly sinks that one, so 9.3 to go. Singapore will get the ball back after the timeout. They'll get the ball at fouls to give. So it's not automatic. Alexander to inbound it. Let's see who pops over. Well, they're going to have to get rid of it quickly. They finally do get it to Young. Young, still Young, takes the ball to the basket, and he's fouled. He will go to the line for 2.
Great play coming to the timeout. A down screen to Young. A nice little rim run up the middle. Catches the basketball, attacks his right hand, and that's his strength. And he's going to go to the line with an opportunity to tie the basketball game here with 6.1 seconds left.
So he will have to make them both. A lot of pressure on Mr. Young, Jaron Young. 34 points. He's high scorer of the game with Herring, who also has 34 on the other side of the ball. Long Way Long will check into the game.
The nice thing there was he tacked the rim knowing that there's a possibility of him getting fouled and knowing that he was going to go to the line and have this opportunity.
Yeah. And remember, the Knights still have 6.1, even if Young should knock down both of these shots. There's the first one. So a 1-point game.
Jaron Young had a nice little smooth touch on that one right there. His first foul shot of the night as well.
He seems very focused, very calm. More calm than the fans, I can guarantee you that. Here we go, second shot. Yes, tie game. 88-88, 6.1. So the inbound is going to be contested by Singapore. Herring trying to get away from Young. They don't want to foul him. Puts up a long shot at the buzzer, no good. We are going to overtime. Can you believe it? Slingers 88, CLS Knights 88.
What can you say about Jaron Young today, Chuck? 36 points in the night, including 2 ice in his veins. 3 throws at the end to tie it up.
Wow. Singapore actually, Scotty, playing their best basketball once John Fields exited the game. Go try and figure that out.
Yeah, and you did multiple opportunities, like we said tonight, and you said it, Chuck, for the Slingers to quit and give up. Their third import fouls out with 5 minutes left in the game, and all they've done is fight back continuously and consistently, down 15 at one point, and now we're going into overtime at 8-8 all.
So foul issues on besides Fields, who is gone. Xavier Alexander with 3, Ung Han Bin with 3. On the other side of the ball, Young with 3. Check that. We'll get back to that in a minute. 35-35 on the rebounds, and really the stats pretty much tell it all, Scotty. You can't get much more even than that. Turnovers a little bit in favor of CLS. That's a little bit of a surprise. Singapore very reliable, usually not turning the ball over. The assist, kind of a nothing stat there right now. Let's go. Slingers chance permeating around this arena. Chuck Schreiner, Scotty McKinnon. Hope you're enjoying it. wherever you are. Alexander to start it off for the Slingers. Sliding across is Young. Here comes Russell Lowe. Nice screen. Great acceleration and one.
Jaron Young, 38 points, again attacking that right hand and getting to the rim. When he's not in foul trouble, this guy is a world-class import with a direct and unbelievable skill set on the offensive end.
Absolutely the most athletic player on the court, that is for sure. Now that was all made possible by that screen throw by Russell Lowe. What is going on here? Young going over to the side, and Rowson on the floor one more time. He's being cautioned again. He doesn't want to pick up his second technical. That would be an automatic exit. I think he's just wanting clarification on the foul situation. My goodness. Well, we've seen it all, Scotty. Everything that you can imagine on a basketball court today. We've seen brilliance by players on both sides of the ball, that is for sure, but nobody can touch right now at this time. Of course, another 5 minutes could prove us all wrong. Who else is going to step up? So Young with a chance to put Slingers up by 3. 91-88. So let's see, Scotty, if CLS Knights can keep their composure. Deafening noise here in the arena. Herring gives it up to Wong, back over to Esho. Russell Lowe working on him. Here comes the screen. Back outside again. Now they go downstairs. Alexander working on Watkins. The ball's knocked away. Nice defense. Good help by Young.
Yeah, and Russell Lowe again there at the rim, contesting Esho.
Helping defense by Jaron Young as well. 4:20 to go. Lowe looking for somebody to get it to. Finally finds Alexander. Alexander going around Esho in the lane. Great body control, a little bit short that time. Now Esho with it. Alexander pasted onto him, and back comes Herring. Herring will work on Young. Watkins slides through. Russell Lowe on him. Trying to get free. Nice defense there on Wong by Desmond O. Turning. Off balance shot. Oh, what a shot by Brandon Jawato.
He's quietly had a really nice game. 19.7 at 9. The efficiency has been there tonight for Brandon Jawato.
That's about as good a defense as you can play on him. Leaning back away from the basket. Baseline move. Can't get it to fall. And a whistle. Let's see. Goaltending, I think.
Yeah, and that's a really good call. Maxi Esho was up there and he took the ball out from inside the cylinder out, and that's a goaltend. And again, Jaron Young with his 41st point of the night. No one can stop this guy right now.
Unbelievable. Jaron Young now with 41. His previous high against the Wolf Warriors, 37. And Rowson still questioning the call, but he won't get any satisfaction on that. Singapore back to the three-point lead, and back comes Herring, the danger man for CLS. Young working on him. Downstairs goes Russell Lowe. Watkins. And a foul on Russell Lowe. That will put Watkins at the line for 2.
Again, we don't mind that contest. Like you said, Watkins isn't the best three-throw shooter in the world, and for Russell Lowe to play that kind of defense and then foul and make him earn these from the foul line, that's okay for the Slingers right now.
That's right. Lowe now with 3 fouls. So 3 Singapore Slingers with 3. Alexander, Ung, and now Russell Lowe. Watkins with the first. Nothing but net. Ex-NBAer. Watkins played his basketball at Syracuse from 2003 to 2007. Signed with the Kings, or the Knicks, excuse me. 1 of 2 there. Oh boy, a little bit out of control. On Ben for 3, and a foul. He will go to the line for 3. Unbelievable.
There's Hanbin being aggressive again, catching as a shooter and looking to score. Now he's going to go to the foul line for 3 shots there.
So Ung Hanbin, a chance to be the hero here. Stretch the Singapore Slinger lead to 5. We were talking about the pedigree of Terrell Watkins. My goodness, did sign with the Kings, played Summer League, played with the Kings in 2007. Missing the first one is Ung Han-bin. Played 9 games with them. Then he signed with the Clippers and the Spurs, and he played in the CBA 2008. So a real basketball nomad. There's one. So 3-point lead again.
You talked about unsung heroes so far today, Chuck. You have the contributions of Jun Lim coming in and holding Wong Wei Long to 0 points. Russell Lowe and Hanbin now stepping up with his 5th point of the game.
So 95-91. Slingers get 2 out of that on that possession. Esho, Herring. Young working on him again. Back to Esho. Alexander, ooh, long 3. Yes! Oh, ice water in his veins. Esho calmly stroking it down. He's got 29. 1 point lead now for Singapore. Under 3 minutes to go. My goodness. See if that changes the momentum. Young dancing on the right-hand side. Gives it to Alexander in the lane. Russell Lowe thought about it. Now he is in the lane. Has the ball knocked away. Long with the ball. Valiant try there by Russell Lowe. He saw the opening, but it closed very quickly. Herring again very calmly. Russell Lowe being pushed aside by Watkins. Herring now goes to the left hand. Watkins now with the ball. 2:17 to go. Little baby hook over the top is no good. Out of bounds it goes, and it'll be Singapore ball.
Again, Russell Lowe chesting up Daryl Watkins and forcing him into that sweeping right-handed hook that's going away from the rim instead of towards the rim. And you can't say enough about these role players, the Slingers, coming in the 4th quarter and here in overtime.
So CLS will call a timeout. That will give Singapore a chance to take a break. Also, looking at the foul situation as far as team fouls, again, everybody knows. So Slingers, let's see if they can build a little bit more culture right now with the win. Alexander, Young. There's the screen. Alexander to Young back outside. Again, that's off the mark. So Young with the miss on the dribble penetration. Herring will take the ball all the way to the basket. Off the mark. Oh boy, from behind getting his pocket pick is Ung Han Bin. He's got to recover. Young, Herring, spin move, up and in. Now a 1 point lead for CLS. Going for the steal, Alexander goes around him. Now Alexander, still Alexander. He's fouled. So he will go to the line for a pair. So that's the 4th team foul for CLS. Next one, Singers will be in the bonus as well.
Yeah, it's been pretty spectacular to see the matchup of these 2 different dynamic imports today. Young and Alexander, 41 and 32, and then the other end, Herring and Esho with 31 and 29. They have all been just absolutely fantastic from the offensive perspective and guarding each other. So it's been really fun to watch this competitive nature today.
Look at the steals, 10-6. Now Singapore leads the league in steals, so that's a little bit of a surprising stat right there. Singapore also leading the league in blocks. They've got 3 today. So opportunity here for Alexander to push Singapore ahead. Oh boy, misses the first one. So this one for the tie, 1:37 to go. Plenty of time and eternity in basketball lingo, but those free throw shots are so important. So this to tie it. And he front rims it. So opportunity here now for CLS. Singapore needing a stop. Herring, who else? He is trapped on that side. Back in the hands of Esho. Esho. Jawato. Inside it goes, and a foul. So that will put them in the bonus situation again. So opportunity now for CLS to stretch the lead to 3 points, Scotty. And those free throws at the other end by Alexander really can hurt.
Yeah, Slingers now 15 and 22 opposed to the CLS Knights, who are 22 for 29. Herring 12 of 15 for the game today. They're really important, especially in this end game situations, that you focus up and hit those foul shots.
Yep, and that's what the Knights have done a good job of doing tonight. 2 of 2, so back up to a 3-point lead. So Singapore will call a timeout and talk it over. So momentum, we talked about that the last timeout. Singapore had it all. Right now back in the side of
impressive.
Singers will go on the road after this 3-game sojourn. First stop Malaysia, then Saigon, and then Macau before coming back here to finish the season. That'll be against the Mono Vampires, the dangerous Mono Vampires. Okay, so important possession here for Singapore. Gets the ball off to Young on the inbounds. Young, left hand. Around Russell Lowe. Still Young. Young thought about it. Gives the ball up to Delvin Go, who's checked in the game. Still Young. Spin move inside. Gets the ball knocked away, but it's foul. So 102. What do we have there? What was that?
24-second
24-second
violation.
violation. So Singapore wastes time. So Singapore desperate for a stop now. Coach Ralston looking much more calm than we saw him a little bit earlier. Jawato, still Jawato. Esho camped out on his elbow. There's the screen. Heron, still Heron. Heron crossover, getting around one defender, off to Esho, back outside, wide open look for three, in and out. Ball in the hands of Jaron Young with 36 and change to go. Young, Russell Lowe. Looking for Alexander, skip pass inside. No foul, still Alexander, no foul again, and CLS Knights have held on to it. Quickly they have to get the foul. Jawato finally fouled by Young. My goodness, 3 kicks at the can for Singapore, and they can't get it done. What great interior defense by Watkins.
Yeah, and the help from Watkins, Esho collapsing on Alexander there. His 2 contests, or his 2 shots were met at the rim, and in a tough way to finish for Singapore there, without coming out without a basket there. They should have got a layup near the rim.
So going to have to hope against hope that Jawato misses both of these. Misses the first one. So 14.3 to go.
Halfway there.
And the crowd, see if that has any effect on Jawato again. He's a consummate professional. Makes the second one, so 99-95. Singapore's got to get a 3 and then a stop quickly, or hope that they can get a 3 and then a foul, and same situation occurs again, down to 4 seconds. Oh my goodness, Young fires up a long 3. It's going to be off the mark, and that will do it. The CLS Knights will hold on. They will walk out here with a win, a well-deserved win, I might add, 99-95. Tense moments when Singapore, Scotty, took the 3-point lead, but no given. Doug Henning and company. Also, Darrell Watkins, what a defensive presence he was in that last possession for the CLS Knights. But bottom line, Singapore fall to 13-9. CLS Knights looking a little bit better now, getting some momentum going, winning a couple games in a row following that big win against Malaysia, with a win here at the OCBC Arena, 99-95. They led by as many as 15. They got reeled in by a very game Singapore team, as we said, who led by 3. But at the end of the day, just too much poise on the other side of the team. Esho, Watkins, and especially the play of Doug Henning.
Yeah, and you have to be happy if you're a Slingers fan, their ability to fight back, but getting down 15 that early, it was really, really tough, and it was going to be a really big ask for them to continue to fight back from those deficits.
Yeah.
This is where it all begins. The leap of faith. The first step to the journey. Towards the unknown. The challenging. The daunting. But when we're together, hand in hand, the journey becomes exciting. We're partners, you and I, together, facing your fears, pursuing your passion, breaking boundaries, building your future, overcoming challenges, celebrating every achievement. When we're together, we're unstoppable. When we're together, anything is possible. At BTN, we know the power of partnership. A good partner works with you intimately. A good partner knows what you need. A good partner always has your back. A partner for starting your dream family, building your dream home, realizing the dream. It takes courage to begin, but it takes encouragement to keep on going. So go on, dream big. We're with you every step of the way. you have a partner in BTN.